Go outside and have fun, but sometimes the creepiest things happen outside. Today we will look at the creepiest incidents ever. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hype the video to stay safe. The first incident we are going to talk about are the
plane crash incidents.
And this is one of my biggest fears because it is so scary. Like imagine being stuck inside the plane and you can't even do anything, but pray you survive. Let's look at this video.
That shit just crashed. Holy.
You see the plane still?
Oh my god! Holy clouds, that's scary. Imagine grilling in the backyard and a plane crashes in front of you. It looks like it was a military plane, so luckily there wasn't anybody inside of it and no one was hurt. Do you all think the plane landed somewhere safe? I hope it didn't hit someone's house, because they would end up homeless. But clouds, the next plane crashes in the jungle, and this is dangerous because animals could hunt you down. The first animal I think of is a tiger or a venomous snake. But in this next video, a chimpanzee actually attacked this woman and ripped out her. I can't say it, but this video explains everything.
The attack of Travis the Chimp.
The chimp killed my friend!
What's the problem with your friend?
Oh, please!
What's the problem with your friend? I need to know.
Send the police up! With a gun! With a gun! Hurry
Who
up!
has a gun?
Please, hurry up! He's killing my girlfriend!
What is the problem?
He's killing my friend!
Who's killing your friend?
My chimpanzee!
Oh, your chimpanzee is killing your friend.
He ripped her apart! Hurry up! Hurry up, please!
There's someone on the way.
The clip I just showed you was the attack of Travis the Chimp. Travis was a male chimpanzee who was also an actor. He appeared on many shows and movies, but February 16, 2009, he finally snapped. The woman on the phone was Sandra Harold, and the woman he attacked was Charla Nash, a friend of the owner. Travis tore off her nose, ears, and hands. He also blinded her in the process.
The 911 call sounded so scary. And why is the police operator so slow? Like girl, he is trying to ask all these questions while her friend is being ripped apart. Of course, she isn't able to answer them. And guys, I did some research and found out that Travis is a celebrity monkey, and found out the reason he got angry was because the girl was holding his favorite Elmo toy. And if you didn't know, monkeys are actually 2 times stronger than humans, which is why he was able to tear up the poor woman's face, which sounds like a nightmare. But if you think this chimpanzee was scary, clouds, this next animal incident is even worse and is about an ape, and it's very sad. Some kid crawled into a gorilla habitat at the zoo. Watch until the end because things get scary.
Mommy's right here! Mommy's gone! Oh my god! I can? Okay, everybody back up. I'll take you. He's trying to switch. Okay, it's gonna make Mommy loves you. I'm right here. My son fell into you.
No, he's playing with it. He's playing. He's playing. No. He's protected.
Isaiah, be calm. Be calm.
Good.
Be calm. Be calm.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Is that coming?
I wonder what the mom was thinking. Like, how does the kid end up in the gorilla habitat if the mom is watching them, and they ended up shooting the gorilla, which is so sad because the gorilla didn't even hurt the child. Please comment rest in peace for this gorilla. But these next incidents made me pee my pants, so keep watching. This next incident is called
The Beast Woman Incident.
And this is probably the most horrifying thing ever, because this woman ate her pet. This video shows everything.
In the moonlight,
Beast Agent.
with the dawn,
Cats look delicious.
will be gone, but tonight
Your cat looks delicious.
Yeah, she's cute.
Where to buy?
From the pet store. She's weird.
way down along the stream. How very, very sweet.
Hi fans, guess what I'm doing? No one ever dared.
Just in the silvery
This is so awful. I can't believe anyone would do that to their pet. And the fact she did it on a live stream is even worse. Comment if you think she should go to jail. This next incident is called
The Mochi Incident.
And this happened when a lady was making mochi, that is when she got injured and turned into mochi herself. This video shows what happened.
The Mochi Incident.
Okay, Mom, I'm going to work. Okay, take care, sweetie. Let's start, buddy.
Sorry for that.
This incident really horrified me. Like, imagine you are just making food and then you got turned into mushy mochi. My advice is to never make mochi like this. But Clouds, these next incidents are crazy, so watch until the end. The next incident we will talk about is...
Look guys, how many Robux are there in my Roblox game? If you also want so many Robux, then I will tell you how you...
The face split incident. Already this sounds super dark. So let's just watch this explanation.
Face split incident.
The face split incident took place in Spain back in 2009. It all started when two brothers were swimming in the ocean and decided to jump off a cliff. The first brother jumped perfectly and landed safely in the water, without injuries. Then it was the second brother's turn. He was ready to jump, but when he did, he landed on a concrete, splitting his face open.
Oh my goodness, Clouds. I feel so bad for the guy. He just wanted to have some fun.
He then fell into the water. As he floated, his head was completely covered in blood, staining the water around him red. He was rushed to the hospital, and the doctors tried everything to save him, but he sadly died. There's a video of the incident, but I'd rather not watch it. It's too disturbing. Stay safe.
Holy, this is actually so sad. I feel bad for this person. I literally would never wanna watch an actual video from this incident. It just seems too creepy. Comment RIP for this guy in the comments. The next incident we will talk about is actually from a mukbanger, but the things he ate were very disturbing.
Let's talk about
Cemento mukbangs.
There was a man from Indonesia. He was known on the year 2003. God is a mukbanger. He was born in March 3.1972 and was known as Horrorman because one day there was a man that died and need to be buried on the grave. And the man, which is known as a mukbanger, started eating the dead body.
Well, Clouds, this is so scary. Why would he eat someone else's body? That is so disturbing and messed up. I would never do such a terrible thing.
A girl found the grave open and called the police, and the police quickly arrived and arrested the man. Well, that's all I know. Goodbye and stay safe.
It is good that this person got arrested. Hopefully no one else got eaten. The next incident is so stinky, and probably one of the most disturbing things I have ever heard before, so I'm sure you won't want to miss this.
Let's talk about.
Two girls, one cup.
So there was this. Two girls that were in a sleepover and alone in their house. But what the other girl did was horrible, and the one discussed one thing because the girl one said, "Hey, let's go get a cup and go POOP and let's eat it." And what's more crazy is that the girl too said sure.
Who would ever do something so nasty? If a baby did this, it would kind of make sense. But how is a teenager doing something so disgusting?
And then when they got the cup, they started POOP wanting dot in it and then laughing, and after they laughed they ate their own POOP. But then their neighbors saw them, and the neighbor decided to call the police. Then they were both arrested for the one disgust wanting crime. That's all, bye and stay safe.
I am so glad that these girls got arrested, because this could have gone worse. Like, what if these girls decided to give the POOP to their siblings? or other people that would be very bad. Please don't ever try this, Clouds. This next incident is actually so creepy, so we should just go straight into the video. Watch until the end.
Let's talk about
3 men, 1 hammer.
there was this man that was peacefully riding in his bike until these two guys came up to him and smashed his bike's wheels with a hammer, and after that they then smashed the man's H34D and the man was bleeding so hard.
This is probably the creepiest story I have ever heard. Before I think I almost peed my pants. But let's keep watching.
After the man was conscious, they then carried his BOD to a snowy forest. The BOD of the man was then putted laying down in the snow, and then the other man pulled out a screwdriver and stabbed the man's tummy countless times. The poor man was bleeding in his mouth, and while he was breathing, the BOD on his mouth were bubbling. They then also stabbed the man's left eye, which bleeded so much. After that, they tied his D34D BOD on a tree and started taking pictures.
Oh my goodness, Clouds. I am actually shaking right now. That is so sad. Why are people so cruel? This is so messed up. Let me know in the comments if this story made you feel sad. This next incident is also about a mukbanger. However, this had a much more disturbing ending, so you won't want to miss it.
Part 3.
Rogelio Mukbangs.
Before we start, can you follow me on Roblox? Thanks. This all started when a man from the Philippines decided to do mukbang.videos to earn money and to help his family for it. A few days later, not long ago, some of his so-called follower challenged him to eat a chicken bone, which is not very good for people. He made that video and gained much views, but what he didn't know is that he died just after a few days, and the person who challenged.
Go flip your fit on Vinted. Don't wear it, sell it.
Him to do that hasn't been arrested. Like, why? I feel absolutely bad about that man, even though he don't know me. And if you want to support him, he has a TikTok. Here's his user. And his brother are the one doing the mukbangs now, because Rogelio died. Condolences, by the way.
That is so sad. I never knew that eating a chicken bone could make someone die. I do not know why someone would comment that. It is just so cruel. I am glad that the brothers still do TikTok. I hope they continue to make good mukbangs. I found another disturbing incident. We need to talk about. This one is called the skin case. So once, there was a sailor, and he noticed something strange in the river. When he got close, he realized it was the skin of someone's body, which is so disturbing. This video explains it well.
This is considered one of the most shocking cases in Polish history. On January 6, 1999, a sailor in Poland noticed something strange floating on the river. It was long and pale and it smelled very bad. And as he leaned in closer to get a better look, he saw an ear attached to it. Now what I'm about to say next is very disturbing, so be warned. After the sailor found this substance, DNA testing then indicated it was the skin of a missing woman named Katarzyna Zawada.
That is actually so sad. I wonder how this woman went missing. Let's keep watching.
And whoever did this to her turned her skin into a suit and was likely wearing it. So at this point, only her skin was found. Until January 14th, when pieces of her clothing and one leg was found also in the river. 17 years later, 52-year-old Robert J. was arrested for this. He previously worked in a dissection lab, meaning he was skilled in preparing animal skin. And he allegedly also knew the victim. As of October 2022, 23 years since the victim was found, Robert J. is still awaiting trial. As he remains in custody, investigators are allegedly gathering more evidence to solve the case. Follow for more.
This is so disturbing. Like, what do you mean they were wearing their skin? How could someone do such a thing? I recommend you all to not search up pictures from this incident, as it is so sad. The next incident was actually from a K-pop star, which means K-pop might be very dangerous. Let's keep watching to see what happens.
The dark story behind
The tile incident.
You might not know who is this guy, right? His name is Tile and he is a K-pop idol from the group called NCT Dream. You might be shocked what he did. Basically, Tile's a 12-year-old girl. Which means Tile demanded that the 12-year-old girl reveals her to him. He messaged only young girls and wanted to seize girls and wanted it to take a picture and sent it to him.
This is probably the most disturbing and disgusting thing I have heard today. I can't believe a K-pop star this big would do something like this. Never talk to random people you meet on the internet. Clouds.
But some of young girls said that it's illegal and doesn't want to send it to him. And I think that Tile Rage and K1L3D them. The people were shocked of what Tile did. So people begins to destroy Tile's photocards and his pictures. And SM, the CEO of the company, kicked Tile out from NCT Group. He's in jail for this. So please girls, keep your safety with you. And by the way, we don't know who was the girl, or what happened. There's no CCTV footage, but I think it will reveal it soon.
It is very good that he was kicked out of his group and sent to jail, but I feel so very bad to all the little girls he did bad things to. I would never let kids near a man like this in my life. If I ever see this man, I would throw my mom's slipper at him. This next incident was very popular on TikTok a couple years ago because of how disturbing it was. Let's watch this explanation.
Let's talk about
the cat in a blender incident.
This incident happened in May 2023. It involved a calico cat being blended by a man. It started when he put the cat in a blender and began turning it on and off repeatedly. Eventually, he stopped turning it off and left it running. The cat was in extreme pain as it was blended, while the man was laughing.
How could someone do such a thing to an innocent cat? I have had over for cats and I love all of them so much I couldn't imagine doing something like this.
The cat continued to meowing for help as its organs and blood spread inside the blender. After that, he put the cat in a microwave and continued laughing until the cat died. Initially, the video went viral in China, then it spread internationally. It got so popular that Chinese netizens were able to locate and find him. The man was identified as Zhu Zhihui, a Chinese food blogger and social media influencer from Anhui province. He was detained for only 15 days, because in China, animal cruelty is not considered a serious crime. May the cat rest in peace.
I can't believe anyone would do this to their own pet. That is so cruel. And he needs to be locked up for the rest of his life. Not just 15 days. The fact he was laughing is also very sick. If you want to know what the guy looks like, this is his face. This last incident is probably the creepiest one of them all, so you have to watch to the end. You can't miss this.
Explaining incidents, part 2.
Fire breathing incident.
This man was from USA. He is known for breathing in fire, which is his talent. But one day something tragic incident had happened during the show. During his performance, he was lighting up a fire on a torch or whatever it's called, and putted it in his mouth. But then, he accidentally swallowed some of the fuel. After it, he then burped and the fire was under his stomach.
This sounds so horrifying. I would never want this to happen to me.
After just 1 second, his stomach and body exploded, and the people who was watching him perform thought it was part of the acting, and his body parts went on people's faces. Later on, his head was found on the popcorn machine.
You all, if I went to the show, I would be screaming my lungs out in the crowd, because that is way too scary. Please, do not try to find any videos from these incidents. Don't forget to like and subscribe by my clouds.